Hi guys, Martin here, Man City Fan TV. How are we all doing? Monday, let me just move that light so you can actually see me a little bit better. So, hope we're all good. Start of the week. Let's start as we mean to go on. So, let's say some hellos. Ryan Connor says Sterling to United has got to be one of the funniest rooms of the window. I know, it's why I put really in the in brackets in the rolling bar. He'd have more chance of the UEFA Champions League at us banned for 2 years than at United. How was your day? It was good. How was yours, buddy? Come on, Martin, packing for your holiday. Ryan Connor, stop now. Sean Fogarty says hello. Oh, says hi. Jack Lee says evening. Lankow says evening, everyone. Martin has been getting the sun. Have we got a tan? Thank you very much. Can't help that. Yeah, tonight what we're going to be talking about is we're going to start with the Nelson Semedo story. I still don't believe it fully, if I'm going to be honest. Then I'm going to talk about Leroy SANE. I don't really want to, but I've got to. Because they're not giving it up. They're not giving up at all. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about that silly story. Just done that about Sterling going to. Apparently United are after him, but I'll get into that with you in a bit. Then we're going to talk a little bit about our buying rate. Doubts the SANE deal may even happen, believe it or not. And then a little bit about Claudio Bravo. Could he be about to make a move north of the border? And also, I've got a little bit of a teaser for you. Stay tuned on Man City Fan TV. I have something special lined up very, very soon. But you'll have to wait and see on that one. You'll have to wait and see. Imagine playing for Liverpool, going to City, then going to United. He'd be the most, yeah, he would. About the sun, just very red. I know. Can't help it. It was positive, thanks. Just waiting for my 32-inch TV for next week. I remember you saying on Friday that you wouldn't speak about SANE all week. I wasn't planning on speaking about SANE all week, but the problem is, it's everywhere. When people are just talking about it, and there's new not developments, but there's quotations coming out of Bayern Munich. What am I supposed to do? Ignore it? Do you think I want to talk about Leroy SANE anymore? The saga's getting quite boring. But we'll have to go with it. But the first thing we're going to talk about today, when I can get it, is this man, Nelson Semedo, who apparently, now, I did a vlog last week, well, 2 weeks ago saying he was coming, then I've done something saying he wasn't coming. Imagine Sterling leaving one of the best coaches in the world to be coached by the guy that got Cardiff relegated. I know, amazing. I might as well play me in Leroy SANE's position. I don't think, not that good, come on now. But apparently, let me have a look. There was a rumour this morning saying City, hello Leonard, hope you're good, buddy. City had apparently, actually, are now very close to signing Semedo. I can't make a mind up about this thing at all. It's like the Okie 2 weeks ago it was on. Last week City had no interest. This morning everyone's pushing that the deal's going to be sealed this week. It's like they can't make their mind up. They're doing the Okie with it. You know, is he in, is he out, is he shaking it all about? I don't know anymore. But apparently, Sport Witness are saying that the final negotiations for Semedo are in place to make his move to Manchester City. He's been set at €40 million and it's stated City are now the best placed club to sign him. He prefers a move to the Premier League over other options such as Inter Milan and Juventus, where I thought they were going. And they want to use João Cancelo in the deal, apparently City do. Apparently though Barcelona are against that. So you look like you're playing tennis again. It's a white t-shirt. So last week it wasn't happening. The week before it was Semedo coming to City, João Cancelo going to Barcelona and then on to Inter, for Lautaro Martinez to go to Barcelona. Keeping up, you're going to have to. Guess it's chopping and changing their minds again. I don't know what's going on. But apparently, Barcelona and City are set to hold negotiations in the next few days, and the deal is going to be very close. Now, it said it's important to point out that a week ago, Marca rubbished all of this and said it was Jorge Mendes trying to build a deal rather than Manchester City. Semedo was being offered to them, but they hadn't accepted the opportunity. There's no way City would want to sign him, they said, without having sold Cancelo first. So despite the wishful thinking from the Catalan media, it's like this one is being a long way up from done. So where other outlets are now saying it's done, dusted, Nelson Semedo's going to be in a blue shirt, I don't know. I think this is going to run. You know what? This could end up being one of the longest running sagas of the transfer window. And we've not even... Oh, is the transfer window even opened yet? It's just... Oh, this is going to be a long one. I can see it. Just buy Semedo and sell Cancelo to Inter. Wish we could, Shadow. Don't think it's that easy, mate, because I think Barcelona want to do this. The problem is with Barcelona, they've no money. So, I don't know how they're going to do it. Right, so that is Semedo. Oh, I will say again, this is not going to be a long one. Because like I said, I have to go and do something, and then it'll be out on the channel shortly. Tell that to Isco. I'm not talking about him, that's just still going on that. Right. Oh, I don't really want to talk about this guy, but I'm going to have to. Need a big deal for a defender, but Skriniar is the defender we need. It is, Eric. Totally agree with you. You know my opinion on Milan Skriniar if you watch Man City Fan TV for any length of time. Can you do a video on your stadium jacket? My stadium jacket's there. Trouble is, it's about 80 degrees outside. It's not exactly stadium jacket weather, is it? I might wear it later on. It hasn't started in Barcelona, want Cancelo. Yeah. Right, the next thing I'm going to talk about is, when I can find it, here we go. I'm going to come off Semedo and we're going to talk about this chap. Leroy SANE. I didn't really want to do this. Didn't really want to talk about this at all. Mario Murray says we know we need Lucas Hernandez from Bayern. Talked about that on the Friday Night Social. Some saying yes, some saying no. Go back and watch that. Quite a good lengthy interview that was with a few of us. But apparently Bayern Munich will look to force Man City into a compromise over Leroy SANE. This is in the MEM by Simon Majowski. Now he uses the word and language such as Bayern Munich are going to force Manchester City. Don't think anyone wanted him. I think I said no, didn't I? No, I said no. But apparently Bayern Munich are looking to get their transfer deal on for Leroy SANE once again. As with the last year, there was so much noise whipped up about Leroy SANE that it seemed like a done deal. And yet 900 miles away from Munich, Manchester City was still waiting for an opening offer. That Bayern Munich eventually had to apologise for overstepping the mark has not stopped them using the same tactics this summer, and Simon Majowski goes on to say, why not? Now, I don't want to go into a big spiel because I want to make sure I keep up with comments as well. But, now, if you remember, Bayern Munich had the way of doing it, of speaking, they came out talking about things. Yeah, well, apparently they've done it again. That young defender, that rumour had it, Bayern are going to offer plus cash for SANE. Thought his injury record wasn't great, so a no for me. Yeah, Lucas Hernandez, apparently his injury record is terrible. Absolutely dreadful. Excuse me. I'm just thinking. Now, apparently, when I can get it up, just bear with me a moment. Now, Bayern Munich chief Heiner has apparently praised Leroy SANE. Says a lot if they want to get rid of their record transfer after the year, money plus SANE. Well, here we go then. Now, I'm just trying to have a look now where it says Bayern Munich president Herbert Heiner has underlined his club's interest in Leroy SANE, stating every team in the world would like to have the Manchester City winger. So they're talking again without even having a deal. Tapping up just a little bit. Mario Mori, why do you think we'll start against? Who do you think will start against Arsenal? I'll go to that more next week, Mario. It's going to be a bit hard. I'll talk about that next week about the starting lineup. I promise you. I wouldn't have Lucas Hernandez in case he gets injured most times. Well, there you go. We don't need another injury-prone defender. It goes on to say the German international SANE has long been touted as a target for Bayern, with a move thought to be close last August before he obviously got injured. Now, it goes on to say Leroy SANE is a good player that every team would like to have. Heine told BR, and it has been known for a year now that we've been interested. He is still under contract with Manchester City. We will have to see how things develop. Heine's predecessor, Ole Hoeneß, expressed hope that the deal can be done last weekend, and there has been near constant noise from various prominent buying figures over Sane's future. Like I said, all that talk. They love it. They love it over in Bayern. Hoping Laporte and Sané start for Arsenal. Start for Arsenal or start against Arsenal? I think you mean against Arsenal, don't you? Let's just hope no more injuries. Yeah, let's hope so, Leonard. So, not all of those have been positive. However, with former fullback Willy Sagnol expressing unspecified doubts over the character of a player. Now, Willy Sagnol has come out and said he's unsure about Sané's attitude. Now, obviously that's going off the omission from the Germany's World Cup squad in 2018. Kion Sargerson says, I hope we sign Bundesliga superstar Havertz. Well, I think we're going to be linked with 100, 200 players before we actually sign anybody. Now, Willy Sagnol going on to say he was a former fullback at Bayern Munich, says Leroy SANE is certainly an interesting personality, above all because of his performance on the pitch. He's also a marketable player, especially with the young demographic. So, basically, that is just talking about... So we've got Hoeneß, we've got Heber, we've got everyone talking about Sané, but Sané himself. I'm not going to get into my feelings on Leroy Sané because I've done it 1,000 times. I love Leroy Sané. I want Sané to stay. I just want him to commit. And he could quash all these rumours right now by either signing a new contract or coming out and going, I've not had no negotiations with Bayern. That's all he has to do. Leonard's, presumably is this your starting lineup for Arsenal? Edison, Walker, Fernandinho, Laporte, Mendy, Rodri, KDB, David Silva, Sané, Sterling, Aguero. So I like the back line. I like Rodri, KDB, yeah. I'm not sure Sané will play, Leonard. That's my only doubt on that one. Noah Adonis is on. Hello, how are you doing, buddy? Imagine if Liverpool lose all 9 games left to play. I've said that, Mario. We've still got to hold out hope. It's the slimmest of hopes, and it'll be the biggest miracle in football ever. But you've got to hold out hope, haven't you? You've got to try and hold out hope. You know. Right. Now, we've talked about Sané, we talked about Hoeneß, we talked about a few people, but apparently this Bayern legend, you should all know who he is, Oliver Kahn, the great Bayern Munich goalkeeper, played in the 99 Cup final. I'm just trying to get it. I did have it up, I don't know where it's gone. Don't know why that disappeared on me. Lancaster's had to start Gabby versus Arsenal. Over Sergio. Why not start both? Playing Sané would tell us a lot. It would, Leonard. Tell you what, yes it would. It certainly would. But Oliver Kahn, the former, he was linked to City once, believe it or not, this. Says he's very sceptical about Europe's biggest clubs will be able to compete big transfers this summer like Leroy Sané. Bayern has been chasing Sané, as we know, but Kahn has told Sky 90, At the moment, there are completely different things to be managed. If the market starts up at all, I'm rather sceptical. We're looking at everything at the moment, like many European clubs. I have not found that the clubs are ready to make large transfers. On SANE, Khan pointed to the long-term injury this season as a reason to think twice about a big money move, pointing to the winger's contract at the Etihad, which has another year left to run. Is this thing late to the quiz? No, Sean, you'll find out soon, mate. Sean has an injury behind him. This is what Oliver Kahn has said, exact quotes. Sane, Sean, just talk to Sean. Sane, you're not Sane, are you, Sean? Sane has an injury behind him, trying to find a connection bit by bit. I think it's difficult today to talk about players who have a valid employment contract. So he's doing the right thing. He's under contract. We don't talk about it. So maybe some of your other people at Bayern need to follow your example, Oliver. It has been suggested that Bayern target Bayern Leverkusen winger Kai Havertz instead, but again, Kahn would not be drawn on his side's interest in the young German. Simply saying, of course, Havertz is a top talent, a great player, but that doesn't mean that Bayern are interested in all these good players. So, Oliver Kahn has put a little bit of cold water on the Leroy Sane debate. What do you guys think? Are Bayern playing a game at the minute? I'm starting to think they are. Mario Money says we have so many good academy players like Nemecha, McAtee and Jaden Braff, and we don't give them any game time. I agree with you, Mario. The problem is does any top club give the youngsters game time? They don't. United only did it because they stumbled on it by complete and utter accident because they had that many injuries. Rashford would not have got a game time otherwise. Martin is a shame because I think potentially Sane is the best link with the world. Totally agree with you, Leonard. Totally agree with you. Making sure I haven't frozen them for some weird reason. Right. I'm going to whip through these because I've got to get... Told you it was going to be a quick one tonight. If Sane wants to throw his career away and retire at 25, let him for all I care. Let's hope he sees sense and he signs that contract like Andy think he might do. Right, let's go on to this rumour. Apparently, there's thing with adverts. Just love an advert. Apparently, Manchester United would potentially be interested in Raheem Sterling going to Old Trafford. Now, this is in the Independent, and apparently it talks about them going after Swansea City's Joe Rodon, going after Jack Grealish, talking about Koulibaly, Raul Jimenez, Declan Rice. So he's naming off about 20 players here. So, load of rubbish if you ask me this. But apparently, as you know, United have just signed Igalo for an extended loan period till January 2021 next year. So they've got another 6 months out of him. So apparently what they're saying is a name that is suddenly high up on their priority list is the surprising name of Raheem Sterling. So nobody sees the player as anyway likely to go to United, however it goes on to say, but some do feel it is a reflection of relatively uncertainty around his future, and especially if Manchester City's Champions League ban is upheld. So, surprisingly, Raheem Sterling to United, is that a load of rubbish? I think it is. I think it's a load of absolute garbage. My ear's gone. Exactly, Leonard. Let's make Sane stay put then. Can't make him Mingy one because we'll end up losing him on a free. And City won't do that. Sorry, that's a quick drink. Who's playing the bongos? Nice music. Yeah, it was an advert. Did tell you that. It was an advert. I do apologise. Right. So for me, Raheem Sterling to United. Chip shot paper. A lot of rubbish. Move on. Right. The next thing we're going to talk about is... I'm sorry if I'm flying through these. I did want to come live with you. That was the whole point. I wanted to get a quick live vlog out for you. I'm going to go on to this now. this might get Ryan a bit excited. Do you think Raheem is willing to lose his will to live by spending a year or two at the Swamp? No. That's why I think Lankow, load of rubbish. We hear speculation daily. We do, Leonard, and I've just told you I think it's garbage. Cal's on. Hope you're good, buddy. Brad Niblock. Do you think I should cancel my Citizen Match Day auto renewal? Well, I haven't. I will never advise you, and nobody on this channel, Brad, will ever, ever advise you what to do with that. Never. That's your choice, mate. Sterling would have a better shot at the Champions League at Everton. Totally agree with you, Ryan. United's big signing is Igalo on loan, says Eric. Yeah, he'd be under a better manager too. What, at Everton? I know he would. Don't say that. You'll get Cal all excited. You'll get him all excited there. Right. Apparently, what I didn't know is, though, now, this is in Sport Witness, so take this as you really want to take it. Pinch of salt. Have United forgot that he used to play for Liverpool? I think that's going all out the rubbish now. I think that only applies at Real Madrid now. Don't think United and City and Liverpool, loads of players have swapped. You got Terry Cook, Tevez, Mark Hughes has managed us. It's all water under the bridge now, I'm afraid. Right. It goes on to talk about Nelson Semedo, but does say that report starts off by saying Guardiola knows Timo Werner is going to sign for either Liverpool or Chelsea. City had wanted him apparently. Now, I've never remembered us to be linked with Timo Werner. I remember Kian buying him on FIFA. I don't remember us going after him at any point or being linked with him. But apparently City, it goes on to say City are going to be disappointed in not getting Timo Werner because he's guaranteed to be going to Liverpool or to Chelsea apparently, according to Sport Witness. Have United forgotten that you used to play for Liverpool? I'd take Man Nan over our wingers. Don't put your team down that bad, Carl. Come on. Apparently City were going to, or Pep, more likely, was going to try and seduce the striker, it goes on to say. But instead he's set for a move to the Merseyside club or to London. Not to Everton, Carl. Sorry, mate. Putting aside that, Man City don't need Werner, given they have Sergio Aguero and Gabriel Jesus. It's confusing what on earth any of this has to do with Semedo or João Cancelo. But there you go. It just goes on. So, yeah, if you were hoping for a little bit of Timo Werner, it ain't happening, guys. It's a big no. Big no-no. Right, the last one I'm going to do is on this. I do apologise again for being very quick. Claudio Bravo. Now, this is in the Times in Chile, over in his home country of Chile. Do you think City will win? I'm just sorry, that's not quite come up yet on my screen. We'll win the title next year. Yes, I do. I've not given up hope we're not going to win it this year. It's like 0.11, whatever percent, but you never know. I think City first and foremost must spend their energy, and I'm just waiting for the rest of the comment to come up. Their money on defenders, simple. We're going to need defenders, definitely. But apparently, Claudio Bravo, who we know is out of contract at the end of this extended period of football, if he does sign an extended contract, that is. And the Times in Chile is saying that he's on Glasgow Celtic's wish list. Celtic. Now, despite now this has obviously been, what's the word? Oh, I think of the word now. I'm having a brain fart moment here. Changed from Chilean language to English anyway, so it may read a little bit funny. Yes, Carl, we only hope so, but defence is the top priority. It is. Despite the fact that two-time champion of America with the Reds intends to continue in the Citizens, the Glasgow Live media indicates that the Villico is interested in the Hoops coach Ian Bennico. Sounds really weird the way they wrote this. In Celtic portfolio, Bravo appears in the short list of Archers along with Ben Foster at Watford and Joe Hart at Burnley. So, what they're saying is Celtic are interested in Joe Hart, they're interested in Ben Foster at Watford, and they're interested in Claudio Bravo. And if they can get a deal over the line, they like Claudio Bravo. Now, his contract does end on June the 30th, but very much like David Silva, we're hoping he can sign a short-term extended contract to get us over the project restart. And you never know, he might do. And then obviously, as long as he can get fit again after his not-so-great injury, we can get Zach Stefan in as his Edison's number 2 next season and give Edison the all-important competition he needs for the number 1 spot. I think Liverpool to do 2 in a row. I hope not, but I do. Carl, go away, mate. Shut up. Talking rubbish. Have a bit of positivity. Come on, Carl. Bit of positivity, son. Right, so there we go. They are your stories for today. So don't remove it. Don't be removing it, you. We've got... I'm trying to think where I'm up to now. SEMEDO. Reports are now saying the deal is going to be close. And it could even be done by the end of this week. I have doubts on that. We then have LEROY SANE with Honus saying that they'd love to bring him in, and that the MEN, Simon Bajowski's, reportedly saying Bayern are going to force the issue that LEROY SANE moves to Bayern Munich this summer. Oliver Kahn, Bayern Munich former great, saying that he doubts the SANE deal will happen because no big money moves will happen this summer. Talked about the rubbish rumour of Sterling going to Man United. Will not happen. Apparently City were interested in Timo Werner, but apparently he's guaranteed to go to Liverpool or Chelsea. And obviously Claudio Bravo is on the list of targets for Glasgow Celtic, or as we call them, Celtic Football Club. I think Liverpool win the title next year. I hope not, but I think they will. Carl, if City stands still, then no one will stop Liverpool. I agree with that. We have to close the gap. Hi, Martin and guys. Hope you're well. I am Bernard, but I'm going in a minute, buddy. I did say it was only going to be a quick one. If Chelsea make 2 or 3 more signings, could see them push for the title. I think they're a long way off yet, Chelsea. I like what Lampard's doing, but I think they're a long way off yet. Good one. I think Ryan thinks you're funny on that one. Sean says, hello, Bernard. Hope you're good. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot, I'm afraid. It's a lovely evening. Go and enjoy the sunshine outside if you can. Obviously, keeping your social distances. Do you think Everton will be Premier League champions next year? No chance. Anyway, Sean, Bernard saying bye-bye to you. Carl, all it needs is City to have a successful transfer window. Totally agree. Guys, please keep an eye out on the channel. We may have something very special coming up. If it's not out tonight, it'll be out in the morning. I promise you, but you will not. I promise you now, you will not want to miss this. It is going to be amazing, and I am so excited. I really, really am to do this. But you'll find out very, very soon. Keep an eye on Twitter, on your fan channels, and make sure your notifications are on public and not private, so you know when it comes out. And you know, all our videos are uploaded here on the channel. If you've not hit that subscribe button, what are you doing? Make sure you do. So you know, give us a subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. We ignore the thumbs down because we know where they're coming from. Bless you, Martin. Great stream. Thank you, Carl. Cheers, fellas. No problem, Bernard. Thanks, man, says Eric. Jack Lee, take care, Blues. Thank you to Jack. Eric, Bernard's just come on late, but thank you, buddy. Carl, Lankow, Sean, Ryan, Eric Groves was on earlier. Mingy Wong's been on. Brad Niblock's been on. Chris Baker for modding. You've been a superstar. Thank you. Mario Murray, Sean, Noah was on. Keon was on. Keon, not Keon. What Standard was on. Thank you. I'm just trying to go through everyone who's been on tonight. Jack Lee was on very, very early on. Great chat, Martin, and everyone. Cheers. Thank you so much. Please keep an eye on the channel. And as always, up the Blues. Let's see later on what comes on the channel. See you later.